For Friday. Oh, yeah. No, I haven't even done anything. Yeah, I haven't done anything.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of City Council, City of Vineland, Tuesday, August 27, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
Councilman Acosta?
Here.
Councilman Franceschini?
Here.
Councilman Spinelli?
Present.
Councilman Vargas?
Here.
Dr. Arthur?
Here, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the
republic
republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible.
liberty and justice for all.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Publics Meeting Act has been given on December 13, 2023 by the city clerk in the following manner. Posting written notice on the official bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, providing written notice to the offices of the Daily Journal and Press of Atlantic City, and filing written notice in the office of the city clerk of the City of Vineland.
Chair entertains a motion that the 2024 minutes of the pre-meeting conference and regular meeting of August 13th and the work session of August 20th be approved as submitted.
So move. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Madam President, I present resolution number 2024-373, a resolution recognizing Maria Mercado upon retiring from public service effective September 1, 2024.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2024-373 be adopted according to law.
So move. I second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion?
I see she's ready.
Ready to go. It's around the corner.
No other comments?
No other comments.
Call the roll. Is Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, and congratulations.
We have for you here a commending resolution that was read into the record, which reads, whereas Maria Mercado began her career with the City of Vineland on January 29, 2018, and whereas Maria has furthered the city's mission by providing valuable public service to the Vineland community, and whereas Maria has earned the respect and confidence of her co-workers and employer throughout her many years of faithful service, and whereas Maria Mercado has earned a well-deserved retirement from the City of Vineland effective September 1, 2024, ending her public service career in the Department of Administration as Community Service Worker. Now therefore be resolved that Mayor and Council of the City of Vineland extend their sincere thanks and appreciation to Maria Mercado for a career of loyal and meritorious service, for best wishes for many years of health and happiness. Adopted August 27, 2024. And then if you'd like to say something, yes. Sure.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
It's all the hugs.
Mike?
I'd like to say thank you to the board for inviting me to this special meeting. It means a lot to me. I'd like to thank my wonderful boss, Mr. Aaron Melnick, back there, for all his support he has given us throughout the 5 years that I've known him. I'd like to thank Mr. Bobby D. for always supporting us as well. Rick Danetta, always for supporting us when we need you. And it has been a pleasure. And I am honored that I have been able to achieve one of my goals after I retired previously from my previous employer to be able to serve as a community service worker, and I plan on continuing to be a resource for the community after I retire. Thank you so much.
Roll call?
Yes, you already did it.
Present resolution number 2024-374, a resolution recognizing Thomas Shelton upon retiring from public service effective September 1, 2024.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2024-374 be adopted according to law.
So move. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? No?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas? Dr. Evans?
Yes.
Thomas Shelton is not here, so we'll provide that to him.
Mr. Shelton?
Congratulations.
Move into the public comment. You want me to read it? So,
At this time, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard? Please come to the mic, state your name.
Well, he's wearing the right shirt. That's good.
Thomas Price, 1380 South Spring Road, right here in Vineland.
Put the
I'd
mic
like
up.
to thank City Council and city employees for allowing me this opportunity to voice concerns of the quality of life in our neighborhood, which is almost non-existent due to reckless driving and excessive noise. I came in almost a year ago with a petition signed by 125 families in that area regarding these issues. We've had new people move into the neighborhood that have already said something to us about the reckless driving in our area. We had about a 3-week period last fall when the Vineland Police Department heavily ticketed the area, and it made a difference. I mean, it didn't knock it out, but it seems that there's a new breed, or they know that they can run with impunity because the force has pretty much been lifted from the area. And I know it takes 22 weeks to cycle the traffic unit around, but our area requires much more than that. They use South Spring Road as a bypass from Main Road to get from Lincoln to all the way down to Maple and into town, lickety-split. You don't have all this traffic lights. We have a 4-way stop. It doesn't even exist. They blow right through it, and it's a 4-way stop. We had one individual last February made a left turn through the 4-way stop with so much speed he lost control and took out the speed limit sign, which we had just gone to council to get one, and they destroyed it, and it hasn't been replaced. I've made 3 calls to different individuals in the city about getting that speed limit sign replaced. It's a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit, and this guy lost control and took out speed limit sign. That shows you the severity of what we're doing with there. That could have been somebody walking on the sidewalk, or the kids waiting for a school bus. Who knows? It happens all the time. It's the last month has been pretty quiet because like almost nobody's been in town. But now that we get the influx of everybody coming back from the shore, getting ready to go to school, getting ready to go to work, it's already started. We can't sleep at night with our windows open. It may have been thought that we exaggerate the situation, but there's a sergeant on the Vineland Police Department that lives very close to us that signed the petition, and he handles the firearms permits. And I'm sure he'd be glad to discuss the issue with anybody. We also had the city clerk last year attest to the fact that he's witnessed people running these stop signs, and there's no crosswalk there. almost every intersection in town has a crosswalk, except this one, and it's right up the street from the park. Heavily traveled area. And these people don't let pedestrians cross. You have to take your life in your own hands to cross that intersection. And I called first about this 2 years ago and spoke to Nancy in the engineering department, and she told me she'd get back to me. Well, I'm still waiting, and I still have the same phone number. I've talked to other city officials about it. No change. Then, let's see. I want to say, though, that we hold the highest respect for the Vineland Police Department. I think this issue is more administrative than people on the ground. They just recently put no parking signs in the park near our intersection. Overwhelming number of no parking signs right by the playground where the parents would park to get their kids into the playground area. They put all those stop signs there, which aren't going to be enforced anyway. No signage is enforced in the city, including handicap parking. And I can attest to that. You see my cane right there. I have the thing. A lot of stores I try to go to, I can't park in the handicap parking. Then some young individual come out and drive away. I've never seen anybody ticketed for that. So it doesn't matter. They put all the no parking signs there. It's not going to be enforced anyway. I think I covered pretty much all my scribble. But I'm just hoping that this time we can take this issue serious enough. This area that I'm talking about is between Lincoln and Main on Magnolia, and Lincoln and Chestnut on South Spring Road. That's the area that I'm talking about. It's high density, and I don't know why we have a passing zone at the stop sign. Well, actually, I do know why. Because when the people run the stop sign, there might be somebody going slow, and they have to pass them right away as soon as they clear the intersection. That must be why we have a passing zone there. Right now, it's 1.3 miles from Lincoln to the first speed limit sign on the road. And the road, it's a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit we're talking about. I really, really hope that council and other city officials would please rectify this situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Price.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the public? Franchetta?
Madam President, I present ordinance number 2024-45, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland Municipal Judge, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-45 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas? Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-45? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-45 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-45 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-45, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland Municipal Judge. With a vote of 5 yeas, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Mr. Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-45 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I present ordinance number 2024-46, Ordinance denying a request to amend ordinance 2004-25 as amended entitled an ordinance adopting the Center City redevelopment plan so as to amend Block 4108, Lot 10, 412 South 6th Street as recommended by the Planning Board Resolution 6651, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-46 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-240, 2024-46, sorry? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-46 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-46 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? No?
Councilman Acosta?
Yeah.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-46, ordinance denying a request to amend ordinance 2004-25 as amended, entitled an ordinance adopting the Center City redevelopment plan so as to amend Block 4108, Lot 10, 412 South 6th Street, as recommended by the Planning Board Resolution 6651. With a vote of 5 yeas, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-46 to the mayor for approval or disapproval.
Yes. I present ordinance number 2024-47, ordinance amending ordinance 2022-89 as amended, Chapter 266, Article 1, Section 266-3 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Licensing, Applications, Qualifications, and Standards, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-47 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-47? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-47 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-47 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-47, ordinance amending ordinance 2022-89, excuse me, 89, as amended, Chapter 266, Article 1, Section 266-3 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Licensing, Applications, Qualifications, and Standards. With a vote of 5 yeas, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Mr. Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-47 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I present ordinance number 2024-48, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-29, Chapter 620, Article 3, Section 620-7 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Responsibility for Solid Waste and Recycling Collection, Removal, and Disposal, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-48 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas? Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-48? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-48 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-48 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-48. Ordinance amending ordinance 2021-29, Chapter 620, Article 3, Section 620-7 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Responsibility for Solid Waste and Recycling, Collection, Removal, and Disposal. With a vote of 5 yeas, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-48 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I present ordinance number 2024-49, amendment to ordinance number 2021-75, providing for the sanitary sewer extension project for Cavallo Drive in and by the city of Vineland in the county of Cumberland, New Jersey, appropriating $210,000 even, therefore, authorizing the issuance of $200,000 bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the cost thereof, and directing the special assessment of the cost thereof, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-49 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-49? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-49 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-49 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Abstain.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-49, amendment to ordinance number 2021-75, providing for the sanitary sewer extension project for Cavallo Drive in and by the city of Vineland in the county of Cumberland, New Jersey, appropriating $200,000 even, therefore, authorizing the issuance of $200,000 bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the cost thereof, and directing the special assessment of the cost thereof. With a vote of 4 yeas, 1 abstention, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-49 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes. I present ordinance number 2024-50, an ordinance in accordance with the provisions of NJSA 40A:12-4 and NJSA 40A:12-5, approving easement agreements, accepting grants of easements for the purpose of constructing drainage easements, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-50 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So move.
I second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-50? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-50 be closed.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-50 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-50, an ordinance in accordance with the provisions of NJSA 40A:12-4 and NJSA 40A:12-5, approving easements agreements, accepting grants of easements for the purpose of constructing drainage easements. With a vote of 5 yeas, this ordinance is hereby adopted.
Franchetta, please submit ordinance number 2024-50 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes. Present ordinance number 2024-51, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-51 be taken up for the first reading.
So move.
I second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-51, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which provides the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland alternate public defender.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-51 be passed for the first reading, and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, September 10th, 2024, at 6:30 p.m. Motion?
So move.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Following items will be considered in the consent agenda. Resolution number 2024-375, resolution approving and adopting the fiscal year 2024 budget for the Department of Community Development. Resolution number 2024-376, resolution authorizing the execution of a shared services agreement by and between the Vineland Housing Authority and the City of Vineland for the acquisition of rock salt. Resolution number 2024-377, resolution acknowledging the receipt of the City of Vineland, County of Cumberland Length of Service Award Program, LoSAP, review report for the year ending December 31, 2023, and authorize the same to be received and filed with the Director of Fire and Chief Finance Officer. Resolution number 2024-378, a resolution authorizing the issuance of an amendatory supplemental change order number 1 to contract number C23-0103, issued to Chase Environmental Group, Incorporated, Lenoir City, Tennessee, in the amount of $133,628 even. Resolution number 2024-379, a resolution authorizing the issuance of an amendatory supplemental change order number 1 to contract number C24-00093, purchase order number 24-03060, issued to Perryman's Excavating Incorporated, Millmain, New Jersey, in the amount of $17,299.85. Resolution number 2024-380, a resolution authorizing the issuance of a mandatory supplemental change order number 1 to contract number C24-0085, issued to CTX Infrastructure, LLC, Hamilton, New Jersey, in the amount of $50,000 even. Resolution number 2024-381, a resolution authorizing the issuance of an mandatory supplemental change order number 2 to contract number C24-0090, purchase order number 24-03311, issued to New Road Construction Management Company, Incorporated, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, in the amount of $5,711.20. Resolution number 2024-382, resolution exercising the second contract year extension to contract C22-0130 for the furnishing of industrial gases. Resolution number 2024-383, resolution authorizing the execution of a professional services agreement with Van Note Harvey Division of Pannoni Associates, Haddon Heights, New Jersey, for continuation of engineering, design, and bidding services for the Vineland Jakes Park all-inclusive playground. Resolution number 2024-384, a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Koppers Utility and Industrial Products, Leland, North Carolina, for the furnishing of southern pine poles in the estimated amount of $300,000 even. Resolution number 2024-385, a resolution authorizing a contract award to state contract vendor Municipal Emergency Services, Poughkeepsie, New York, for structural firefighting PPE equipment, turnout coats, and pants. Resolution number 2024-386, a resolution authorizing a contract award to a state contract vendor, DeVal Safety and Supplies, Buffalo, New York, for structural firefighting PPE equipment to include gloves, hoods, boots, and helmets. Resolution number 2024-387, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a proof point renewal email protection from SHI International Corporation, Somerset, New Jersey, in the amount not to exceed $58,343.16, pursuant to a county cooperative contract agreement under the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance. Resolution number 2024-388, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a spatial data logic enterprise licensing for software from SHI International Corporation, Somerset, New Jersey, in the amount not to exceed $56,370 even, pursuant to a county cooperative contract agreement under the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance. Resolution number 2024-389, a resolution approving charges against certain properties in the city of Vineland for demolition of unfit structures pursuant to ordinance number 99-7, and authorizing said charges to become liens upon such lands and to be added to and to become part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such lands. Resolution number 2024-390, a resolution approving charge against various land for land clearance and authorizing said charge to become a lien upon such land and to be added to and become a part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such land. Resolution number 2024-391, a resolution canceling grants receivable balances and unencumbered balances of grant appropriation reserves. Resolution number 2024-392, a resolution authorizing the cancellation of taxes for the calendar year 2024 and calendar year 2025 for the reason recommended by the City of Vineland Tax Collector. Resolution number 2024-393, a resolution authorizing and directing the refund of taxes. Resolution number 2024-394, a resolution authorizing the tax collector of the City of Vineland to extend the grace period for payment of third quarter 2024 tax bills. Resolution number 2024-395, a resolution approving surety, reduction, release, or renewal as submitted by the city engineer. Resolution number 2024-396, a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the City of Vineland. I have a communication from Mayor Anthony R. Finucci reappointing Albert Fisher as alternate number 1 and Jameson Afanador as alternate number 2 for the Zoning Board of Adjustment commencing September 1, 2024 and expiring August 31, 2026, and request the same to be received and filed. And I have a resolution 2024-397, a resolution ratifying and confirming the reappointment of Albert Fisher as alternate number 1 and Jameson Afanador as alternate number 2 to the Zoning Board of Adjustment. I have a communication from Mayor Anthony R. Finucci reappointing Thomas Tobolsky as alternate number 1 for the Planning Board commencing September 1, 2024 and expiring August 31, 2026, and requesting the same to be received and filed. And resolution number 2024-398, a resolution ratifying and confirming the reappointment of Thomas Tobolsky as alternate number 1 in the Planning Board. Resolution number 2024-399, a resolution appointing school crossing guards for the school year 2024-2025. Resolution number 2024-400, a resolution authorizing award of a contract to Cobaleco Compressors America Incorporated, Corona, California, for the purchase of services and materials for the fuel gas compressor overhaul for ES 414 Unit 11 in the amount not to exceed $268,180.80. I have a communication from Mayor Anthony R. Finucci appointing S. Daniel Hutchison, Esquire, to fill an unexpired term as part-time public defender for the Vineland Municipal Court commencing September 1, 2024 and expiring January 31, 2025, and request the same to be received and filed. Then I have resolution number 2024-401, resolution ratifying and confirming the appointment of S. Daniel Hutchinson, Esquire, Camden, New Jersey, as part-time public defender for the Municipal Court of the City of Vineland and authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute a professional services agreement therefore. Resolution number 2024-402, a resolution approving transfer of membership of Joseph DiTallo from Fire Company Number 3 to Fire Company Number 4. Resolution number 2024-403, a resolution authorizing a contract award to state contract vendor Dell Round Rock, Texas, for Vineland Municipal Court 2 room recording system. Resolution number 2024-404, a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Integrated Power Services, LLC, Philadelphia, PA, for the rigging, motor overhaul, and services Unit 11 in the amount of $98,600 even. I have resolution number 2024-405, A resolution appointing Dr. Elizabeth A. Arthur, a member of the City Council, to the Planning Board, Class 3, filling the unexpired term of Councilman David Acosta, who resigned. I have a motion to refer to the Vineland Zoning Board of Adjustment a request to interpret the municipal land use laws of the City of Vineland and determine whether entities which may provide harm reduction services as defined in NJAC 8:63-1.1 et sec. Are permitted in the B-1 and/or B-2 zoning district, and requested to be received and filed.
Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda. Chair entertains a motion.
Second.
Councilman Acosta.
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini.
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli.
Yes.
Councilman Vargas.
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Abstained from 2024-405, and yes on everything else.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
At this time, are there any comments from council?
I have no comment.
Councilman Acosta?
I just want to continue reiterating the gentleman who came in and spoke about the traffic situation in East Vineland. And there's been way too many fatalities. If you're driving or riding, be conscious that your actions can cost someone's life, if not your own. East Vineland, or my neighborhood, there's in the last 18 months been 12 deaths, all as a result of careless driving, excessive driving, speed, especially with these ATV vehicles. Life is too precious for you to just waste it just because you want to have a joyride in one of these expensive machines.
Thank you.
Like sleepy time on the right side is Dias.
It's okay.
A little slow on the move. You know?
Delayed reaction.
We're cautious.
That word begin with a Q. Listen,
That's
I'll
a good one, Paul. That's a good one.
reiterate what David said and what this gentleman said tonight. We were talking about it in our pre-meeting. Speeding is cars in general, and the Spring Road four-way stop, Spring and Magnolia. I live right there. Nobody stops. It's all Florida, just Florida stops. They just roll right through them. All right, and when I get there, I stop, I let everybody go because I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, too nervous.
So, and earlier we were talking about the ATVs and the dirt bikes, and just be aware, parents as well as young adults that are doing it. One, you're risking your life. Two, you're risking somebody else's life, which is, in my opinion, more important. You know, if you got a suicide wish, nobody's going to stop it. But if, you know, you're hurting somebody else, that's, you know, that's egregious. And it's gotten very aggressive. And parents that have kids that are driving these things, I know it's a lot of what in East Vineland is farm country, and they figure they can go out and do all that stuff in the woods and in the farms. Unfortunately, they're on the streets, and they're playing chicken with cars, and that's a death wish, and it could be a death wish for the driver of the car as well. So please have conversations with your kids, and even if they're adult kids, have those conversations. Karaoke night, September 6th at Landis Theater. If you're into that kind of stuff, there's a full slate of people doing karaoke. Some are very talented. I believe it's a free event, so you just go when you watch it, and then whatever concessions you want to buy or food you want to buy, you pay for. But it's a pretty good night. The last karaoke night was very successful. September 8th is the Food Truck Festival. It's on Sunday. September 8th on the 7 and 800 block There are 30 food trucks that are going to be there, along with other type vendors in those block regions. Also, coming in October is the Taste of Vineland, which honors volunteers for the VDID. It's held at Eastland. You can get tickets at the VDID office or a member of the VDID board. And the theater is also back to having concerts every weekend for the fall and the winter. I know they took about a month off in the summer because nobody was in Vineland, but they're back having concerts Friday and Saturday nights, and support the theater. And so it's a quality of life type thing. If you like music, it's a great place to hear it. No one has better technology than Landis Theater. The sound and the lighting and things of that nature are awesome. That's it.
Is there a date on karaoke?
September 6th, Friday night. Oh, and back to school, be careful. Kids are out there, buses are out there,
Buses, there's another thing.
and
Stop for the school bus.
nobody stops for the school bus, and sometimes even the school bus goes a little too fast down the street, so. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that, but great you said that. I just want to congratulate Maria Mercado again on her retirement. Best of luck. Enjoy your retirement.
Also want to congratulate both retirees.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wish
That's
them
correct.
all the best, and
correct.
good luck in your next chapter. I believe our pool is going to be closing on this week, Thursday, so it'll be the last day for the pool. Other than that, anything else?
One more thing. I apologize to Mr. Thomas Shelton on his retirement. Sir, enjoy it, and welcome to the club, like I always say.
If nothing further, Chair entertains a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
So move.
Second.
Councilman Acosta?
Yes.
Councilman Franceschini?
Yes.
Councilman Spinelli?
You want to stay here?
Slow motion Ron, yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you, and have a good night.
7-11.
Wants to stay